Hi, welcome to your yoga practice today. We are going to flow pretty much throughout the class. So remember, you can skip a vinyasa here and there. You can drop down to your knees. You can take modifications or breaks as you need. Remember to flow with your breath, not necessarily my cues. So just listen to your body and enjoy the next 30 minutes or so. Make your way to a comfortable seat, taking inner thigh rotation, lifting the pelvic floor, pulling the lower belly in and up, engaging all up the sides so we sit tall, focusing on the breath, just as it naturally flows for now. And gradually begin deepening into your breath, making your way to a full, just beyond comfortable place. And remembering to stay connected to this breath. Trying to keep it smooth, flowing as easy as it is here. Extend the arms out to the sides, and with your inhale, lift them up. Exhaling to bring them back down again. Again like that. And then once more. Inhaling up to the top. And then exhale, taking your right hand back to the mat and giving yourself a little tip to that right side. The pelvis stays rooted and that left shoulder stays drawn back. With the inhale coming back to center, and then we'll switch. Exhale, taking it over to the left. Opening up the right side body. And then inhaling, bring yourself back to the middle. We'll do that again on each side. Exhaling over to the right. Big full breath in here. Coming back to center. And then exhaling over to the left. Back to the middle again, inhale, and exhale, release both hands back to your sides. From here, let's come around onto a tabletop. So hands and knees under hips, wrists under shoulders, spreading the fingers wide and having the hands even into the mat. Flowing through some cat-cows here, inhale the belly toward the floor, and exhale to round the spine toward the ceiling. In and out. Connecting the movement through the spine with your breath, and gradually working a little bit deeper as you go. Taking one more flow here. And then finding center. Let's go ahead and take the left hand, weaving underneath, dropping down to your elbow, maybe your shoulder, you decide. And then start pressing into that entire left arm. Right fingertips press into the floor, the elbow points up, opening up into this nice twist here. If you'd like, lifting the right arm up toward the ceiling. Keep the shoulder drawn back. The knees can stay even on the mat, or step the right foot back, lifting the knee, and then maybe see about lifting your toes. Don't worry about how high. Stay connected and grounded. And then release, making your way back into your all fours. Taking the same thing to the second side. So that right hand is going to weave under. You decide, elbow or shoulder to the mat. Make sure your head and neck stay comfortable here, and begin to press harder into the hands to open up a little deeper into the twist. The left hand can stay on the mat or reach up. And the left knee can stay on the mat or step the toes back and lift the toes away from the floor. Take your time. And then we'll release, making your way back into all fours. From all fours, making your way into kneeling plank. So the hands a bit ahead or the knees a bit back. Nice long line from the crown of the head to the knees, and we'll lower down to the belly. Working into the shoulders here, follow your breath on an inhale, rolling the shoulders up together and down towards your hip bones, and then exhaling to release that. So just follow your breath in and out, taking a few more flows like that, warming your shoulders. And then let's work a little bit deeper into this one. So roll into your shoulders again. This time pull with your hands, lengthening your spine. You can add a little press as long as the shoulders stay back. Release it down, and let's make our way up and back into a down dog. As always in that first down dog, allow yourself to move and stretch here. Grounding the four corners of the hands into the mat evenly. Pressing the chest back, sinking the heels toward the floor. Give yourself a nice stretch here. And then we'll lift the right leg. Open at the hip, taking the toes as high as they'll go, and bend at the knee. Keep the shoulders level, the hands evenly engaged, sinking through the left heel. Take that leg straight and square your hips. Release the toes back to the floor. Switching to the second side, go ahead and lift the left leg straight back, and then let the hip open, taking the toes higher. Bend at the knee. Keep lifting your right shoulder. Make sure your belly's pulled in. And then we'll release that side, taking the toes back to the mat. Lifting that right leg again, this time let's step the foot up through to the hands and come to lunge. So toes to fingers, dropping the back knee here. We'll take the right leg straight and look for a hamstring stretch. So maybe just straight, maybe you need to fold, maybe you need to flex the foot back. Find where the stretch is here. And then bend back into the knee, let the hips sink. Sweeping the legs toward each other, the hands can stay down if you prefer, or climb up on that thigh. And then pressing away from the thigh, lift your upper body as vertical as you can, and if you like, extend the arms up toward the ceiling. Release, come on back down. And step back into your down dog. Moving to the second side here. Lift the left leg and then step that foot through to the hands, coming to lunge. Toes to fingers, take your time. Right knee to the mat, and when you're ready, take the left leg straight. So same idea on this side, just find where the stretch is. And bend into the knee, letting the hips come forward. Leaving the hands on the floor if that's you. Climbing up on the thigh if you prefer. Maybe reaching the arms up toward the ceiling. Keeping the legs sweeping toward each other for stability. And then we'll release, making our way back into our down dog again. From here, we'll step the feet forward, making your way into a standing fold. Take a moment, make sure the feet are up underneath the hip bones. And then taking the index and middle fingers, wrap them around your big toes. The legs can be as bent as you need to here. Bending the elbows out to the sides, drawing the shoulder blades a little closer together on the back. Nice big breaths. Releasing the toes. Let's take the fingers to interlace behind the back. Drawing the shoulder blades a little closer together on the back. Stretch your hands away from your shoulders, straight down your back. Maybe the hands will lift away. Feel the shoulders move away from the ears, lengthening your neck. Gently releasing the hands. Slide the hands to the thighs and inhale, bring yourself parallel to the floor. Lean on the legs if you need to lean. We're going to bend into the knees and come into a supported chair. So the hands can stay on the thighs for support. They can come to center or they can extend toward the ceiling. Always your option. Inhale and stretch up toward the ceiling. Exhale, release the arms back to the sides. So we're going to take a little standing balance here, working in tree. Shifting the weight to the right, lift the left knee and take it open. Your toes can come to the inside of the right ankle, the calf, or all the way up into that right thigh. Press the foot into the leg and the leg back into the foot. Hands can come center or maybe extend, reaching toward the ceiling. Standing tall. Looking up even if you'd like to challenge yourself there. We'll bring the hands back to center and release the hands and feet. Moving to the second side. Taking all the weight left, lift the right knee and open. Bringing the foot to the inside of that left leg. Avoid being on the knee joint itself. And then hug the legs in toward each other. Again, your hands can come center or extend up toward the ceiling. The hands are not as important as the feet, clearly. Big full breaths. And then we'll release, coming back to center. And releasing the hands and feet here. So let's flow. Inhale the arms up toward the ceiling. Exhale, take yourself over into a fold. Inhaling, come halfway up. And then exhale, make your way back into a plank. Elbows in tight, take it down to the belly. Hands next to the side ribs. Inhale, roll, pull, little press into your cobra. Exhale, release, and make your way up and back into down dog. Inhaling, we'll step the feet forward, come back to the fold, toes all the way to your fingers. Halfway up on an inhale, keep the shoulders back. Exhale over. And then come all the way up, stretch to the ceiling. And exhale as you release back down. We'll do it again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, step yourself back to plank. Taking it down. Inhale, roll, pull, and press into your cobra. Exhale, release, up and back, down dog. Inhale, stepping forward, toes to fingers. And that next inhale, halfway up. Fold it over again. Inhale, come all the way up, reaching to the ceiling. And exhale, release. One more just like that. No more cues from me. If you get lost, take a peek. Follow your breath. Inhaling, coming all the way up. And exhale, release the arms. We're going to begin to add on. Inhale, sit into a chair. And then exhale over into your fold. Inhaling halfway up. Exhale back into fold and step back into plank. Take it down. Inhale, roll into your cobra. Exhale, release, make your way back to down dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward, toes to fingers. Drop the back knee or the back heel and inhale up. Exhale back over into your lunge and step back down dog. Inhaling forward, come to plank. Exhale down to the belly. Inhale, roll into your cobra. Exhale, release, and make your way back to down dog. Switching sides here, inhale the left foot forward. Knee or heel to the mat and lift the upper body. Exhale back down again. Into down dog. Inhale, forward plank. Exhale to the belly. Inhale, roll, pull, press into your cobra. Exhale, release, make your way back to down dog again. And you can hold down dog or drop down into child's pose. Slowing the breath. And taking just a few breaths here to rest. Coming back into down dog if you drop down. With the next inhale, we'll step the feet forward, come back to fold again. Halfway up on an inhale. Exhale back over. Come all the way up, reaching to the ceiling. Exhale, release the arms. Adding on some more. Inhale into chair. Exhale into fold. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale, step back plank. Take knees if you need, down to the belly. Inhale as you roll into cobra. Exhale, release, make your way up and back, down dog. Right foot's gonna step forward again, toes to fingers, lifting up for warrior one, and then opening the right hand forward and the left hand back for warrior two. Check that you see your big toe beyond your right knee. Even weight in the feet. Nice full breaths. And then inhale the arms facing forward. Exhale, come over into lunge and step back down dog. Inhaling, shift forward plank. Exhaling down. Inhaling as you roll into cobra. Exhale and release back to down dog. And then bringing the left foot forward, inhale. Toes to fingers, lifting the upper body, and then opening the left hand forward and the right hand back, warrior two. Check your knee ankle alignment. Staying even in your feet. Inhaling the arms up. Exhale, take it into lunge and step back down dog. And again, inhale, slide forward plank. Exhale it down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, make your way up and back, down dog. Again, here you can stay in your down dog, or you can drop on down to your knees into child's pose. Smooth and slow the breath. Lifting back into down dog if you drop down. With the inhale, stepping the feet forward, come back to fold. Halfway up, inhale. And exhale back over. Stretching to the ceiling, inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, release it at the top. One more time. Inhale into your chair. Exhale over into your fold. Halfway up with your inhale. And exhale back plank. Take it down. Roll into cobra. And release back to down dog. On an inhale, step the right foot forward, come to lunge again. Lift the upper body, open into warrior two, and then take the right leg straight, stretch forward over your toes, and hinge over into triangle. Keeping your head, shoulders, hips, and ankles in the same plane. Lean that right hand only if you need to lean. And then inhale, come back to warrior two. Shift to warrior one and release into lunge. Step back, down dog. Take your flow, inhaling forward, exhaling down. Inhaling into cobra, exhale back to down dog. And then we've got the left side, so inhale, step the left foot forward, toes to fingers. Lift the upper body, open into warrior two. Left leg straight, stretch forward, and hinge over. Even on your feet, open through the front of your body. Back into warrior two. Lifting the arms back to warrior one and over into lunge. One more time, step back, down dog. Inhale, slide forward plank. Take it down. Roll into cobra. And exhale, release back to down dog. Down dog or down to child's pose. Making your way back to down dog. On the inhale, stepping the feet forward, come back to fold. Halfway up, inhale. And exhale back over. Come all the way up, stretch to the ceiling. And exhale, release your arms. With an inhale, stretch your arms back up again. We'll take it over into fold. It's not another sun salute, I promise. Working into more balance here. Shifting all the weight over into the left foot. Let's take that right leg straight back. Heel in line with the hip, maybe foot flexed. Both legs as straight as you can make them. And the hands might need to stay on the floor, but maybe one hand can climb up to your left thigh. Maybe the other hand too. Bringing your upper body parallel to the floor, just like your leg, and then the hands can fly if they should. Release, come back to fold. Switching sides, shifting the weight to the right and lifting the left leg straight back. Heel in line with the hip. Maybe the hands stay down, maybe they don't need to. The arms can fly. Finding your balance. And then release, coming back into fold. Let's step back into down dog. And drop on down into child's pose. From here, we're going to slide forward and come out onto the belly. We're going to work at strengthening the back here. So the arms are going to come down by your sides. And you can interlace the fingers behind your back if you like that variation, but it's not required. Pressing the pelvis into the floor, leave the feet on the floor for now. Roll into your shoulders, just like we do in Cobra. So the chest curls away from the mat. Feeling the work even through the spine, stretch your fingers towards your heels. Let the upper belly be soft, rising and falling with the breath. And releasing back down. Make a little pillow for your head, resting your chin or forehead on your pillow. working with the lower body. Spread your toes and extend the big toes toward the wall behind you. Fire up the hamstrings and lift the legs with the hamstrings, not just the glutes. Try to keep the lower back long. And then release. Let's put it together. So the arms either down by your sides or interlaced behind your back. Roll into your shoulders, curling your chest away from the floor, and then lifting your legs with your hamstrings. Feel the work as even up the back side as you can. Big full breaths here. And releasing back down again. Make the little pillow for your head with your hands. Turn your toes to point toward each other and then just shift back and forth on your hips. Shake out your back. Come center, and then we're going to just simply roll over and make your way onto your back. Feet flat to the floor, spine long into the mat. Let's work into bridge here. So heels pretty close to the hips, not quite touching. Bring the arms tight down the sides of your body, pressing down into the triceps, pulling the heels toward the hips and lifting the hips away from the mat. Don't worry about high. Keep the tailbone tucked. If you want to tuck your shoulders up underneath and interlace your fingers behind your back, feel free to make that variation. Head and neck are comfortable here. You can stay with both feet on the floor. Maybe press a little harder into your right foot. Lift your left leg. Cross that left ankle over the right knee. Let the knee open without the hip drooping. And then stretch back up and release your foot back to the floor. Same idea to the second side. Shift to the left and lift the right. Bending at the knee, cross it over that left knee. Open that right knee. And then stretch back up and release back to the mat. Releasing your fingers, gently releasing the hips back to the floor. Keep the feet flat to the mat for just a couple breaths. And then we'll draw the knees into the chest and rock a little bit. Massage the back against the floor. Taking the feet flat to the mat, let's open the arms out into a T position. Picking up your hips, take them to the left edge of your mat and let the legs fall to the right. If you prefer a seated twist here, you're welcome to go there. Relax your legs and shoulders. We'll come back up to center. Take the hips over to the right edge of your mat and let the knees fall to the left. We'll make our way back to center. And again here, draw the knees in toward the chest. shift and rock a little bit. Pull the knees in toward the chest as tight as you can get and draw your forehead in toward your knees. From there, release, make your way into a full body stretch, and then release the stretch and bring your arms down by your sides. And you can continue here in traditional Shavasana, making the body comfortable against the mat. The feet can come flat to the floor, holding here. Or if you prefer, maybe make your way into a seated meditation. Remember, you can stay in this relaxed position for as long as you'd like, keeping the focus solely on the breath, allowing your muscles to relax. Namaste.